Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about futures trading, specifically on BingX. Let's jump into this. So when it comes to futures trading, this can look a little bit complex, a little bit daunting, and it could kind of turn you off from trading in general. But very, very simple. I'm going to explain all of this here today, so don't you worry. First of all, how do you get to a futures trading setup, right? All you got to do is go to BingX. Again, link in the description, as I say in my other videos, right? Link is in the description. You've got exclusive 20% off your trading fees, which does help in futures because your trading fees are times by your leverage, okay? So having that 20% off just allows you to take more profit from your trades, okay? But yes, use BingX, link in the description. That's all I'm going to say about that. And now let's jump into this. First, you got to go to derivatives. Then you have to go to USDT, perp futures, and all this is just USDT futures, just got a weird name behind it, okay? And this is going to be the trading setup that you see, right? So we've got our chart here, we've got our beautiful TA coming through here. Let's just do a little bit of TA, and we will be taking a trade in this video as well. We're on the 15-minute chart here. We've got our volume at the bottom as well, and now we can take a look at some of the other stuff here, right? So at the top we have our assets. Our assets are super important, so you want to click that if you want to find your desired asset. Maybe you want to trade a Popcat or Doge or something like that. Yes, you can do that. Solana maybe, absolutely fine. But let's just say for Bitcoin, for this example, we are going to be looking for a potential short here, right? Shorting just means you are selling into the market, and with futures, you can do that and make money. So you just press the red button if you think it's going down, and you can make money if it does go down with that, right? The next thing I want to talk about here is leverage. Okay, so leverage is super important. This is how you maximize your gains, but you do in turn take on more risk. Okay, so with that more risk, you want to keep that risk as low as possible. I like to go between 5x and 10x for my trades because it leaves me a lot of room for a potential liquidation, as we'll talk about in a minute. But you'll probably have your setup starting at 125x. You need to bring this down. This is super important. If you leave this at 125x, you will lose your money very, very quickly. Okay, so bring this down as soon as you can. Okay, and this can be found up here in the top right where it says isolated. Okay, and there's two ways you can trade here with leverage as well. Okay, so isolated, which is just using the funds you've got, the amount you put in is what you're risking, and then there's cross, which will allow you to use your whole account as margin. This can be a lot more risky, and cross leverage is really more for the advanced traders. If you are a bit more of a newer trader, isolated is absolutely fine, and this is how you're going to see your exact liquidation level. You're going to see all of this good stuff very, very easily, right? So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to get into a trade right here. If we can find this short, if it does want to head up here, then we will be looking for a long. But yes, very, very simple. On the right hand side here, if I can just make this beautiful, there we go, beautiful stuff. Yeah, we can see here that this is how much we're going to be risking. So let's just say we're risking $10 here, okay, and we will see instantly with 5x leverage, we can see our liquidation prices for both of those trades. If we were taking a long trade, you can see our liquidation would be at $50,000, okay, and liquidation just means you lose that money, okay, and if we were taking a short trade, our liquidation would be at 74,000. So if we were taking a long trade and we wanted to go up, and then if Bitcoin goes down to 50,000, then we would lose that money. But yes, I mean, if we're right, we then make money. Okay, so it's fantastic on that front. In terms of the short side, if we were to go short or sell into the market, and then Bitcoin gets to 74,000, we would lose that money in turn. Very important. I want to be transparent here. That is how trading works in terms of winning and losing. And if I didn't say that, I wouldn't be very good at trading myself, right? So it's important to really note that when you are taking trades. Always look at the liquidation level. Always look at what's going on there. But what we will see next is your take profits and your stop loss. Very important to take profit from your trades, okay? Don't just leave it in forever. You have to take profit. You have to have a plan when you are trading. So what we will say here is, okay, let's say we take a long, okay, and we want our take profit up here at 62,300. So what we're going to do is type in 62,300. Beautiful stuff, okay? And that would be roughly a little trade here, a 1% take profit. It's not a 1% price movement, of course, but it would be a 1% of how much we put in. So if we put in 10 bucks, we would make 9 cents after fees, which is, yeah, just under 1%. Beautiful stuff there, okay? So, yeah, that's your take profits. In terms of your stop losses, let's say we want our stop loss down here at 62 62,000. We'll just say right here, okay, 62,000. Then we would just type that in as well. And then as you can see, we would lose 1.5% of our investment if it did hit that point. So we would make it with the take profit here, and then we would lose it here if it did get down to that price level, okay, and we'd lose 15 cents. So this is why I love BingX. This is why you should definitely check it out in the description. They just have everything so easily here to see and read, particularly if you're a newer trader. You can see everything, that it's not too complicated for you, right? So we've talked about the chart, we've talked about how to pick the right assets. Okay, we've talked about how to get into a trade here, and now let's just actually see if we can take a little long. All you got to do to confirm that order is press that green button as I just did, and then you will see a confirmation of everything you've just done. So as you can see, liquidation at 50k, we've got take profit trigger 62.3, and then we've got our stop loss trigger at 62,000. Okay, that is really cool. Everything, just confirming it here, and you can actually turn this off if you want a bit more of a faster way in. Sometimes price is moving very, very quickly, and you do just want that quicker, right? But I like to leave this on to really confirm it in case I've made any typos. So we're going to confirm that trade, bang it in, and as you can see on our chart right now, we do have our take profits and our stop losses set in stone. I'm actually going to close this trade right now, guys, because yeah, we haven't actually broken out. It's not a great trade, and we're just gonna leave it right now. And as you can see, if you do want to close your trade, guys, you can close your position here. So you can see close position under this tab here, okay, and then you can close that at market or limit. We're going to press market here, so it closes it pretty instantly. Bang, okay, that is now closed, and now we are out of that trade. We didn't lose too much there. It's absolutely fine, okay? But there's also this option here. If you're in multiple trades and the market's tanking, then you can close all of the trades you have open, and they will all be visible here as well. So that's really, really cool. This is pretty much futures trading, guys, so be sure to check this out in the description to get 20% off your fees, okay? No other exchange is going to give you that. No other place. If you were to just go to bingx.com, right, you would not get those 20% fees off. You have to use the link in the description, okay? So that is really cool there. But that is pretty much trading in a nutshell. The last thing here I would say to you guys is this order book here, right? So this order book here is just showing you what orders are in at certain prices. You can actually change this to something a little bit more easy. So if you wanted to go for higher prices here, 62 to 70, you can see a lot of orders there, and you got total amount of BTC in those orders, okay, and the price of those orders as well. And that can be to the upside and the downside there as well. If you are a bit newer, don't really worry about this. You can even actually just close it and leave it, because it's not going to be too valuable to you as a beginner anyway, right? It's more for people that do trade on the very low time frames, like the 1 minute, or people that trade on the higher time frames, but they want to be looking at those wider price ranges, right? For the medium time frames like we would trade, it doesn't really matter too much, okay, because it's going to be changing too much. All right, so that is pretty much futures trading. Be sure to check this out in the description. Be sure to like the video. There's going to be a few more videos coming out about BingX from us here, so be sure to stay subscribed for that, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.